New at 5:30, a fire at a homeless camp in the area of Moyer Way and 11th Avenue in Chico is sparking concern from neighbors.
That's right. In fact, you can see the damage here. You can see massive flames. This was last night in that area. And we also have some video of the damage we'll show you shortly. Action News Now reporter Camille Acevedo spoke to somebody who lives in that area who's worried that this won't be the last time something like this happens.
Take a look at right next to me. I'm standing here at what used to be an encampment before it caught on fire. As you can see, there's plenty of debris, but it's also personal items that used to belong to the people that were living here.
Chico Fire tells me that Wednesday night, the fire only scorched about a 10-foot spot. It was on the railroad property near the track. Chico Fire Battalion Chief Wes Matroka says they do not know how it started and no one was there when the crew showed up. But the railroad tracks temporarily shut down as a precaution to protect incoming trains.
And I want to show you just how close this encampment and the fire was to a neighborhood that is literally just right next door. Just over these train tracks and over the fence is a neighborhood. I spoke with one lady who lives in that area who saw and heard the whole thing go down and tells me how she was so terrified and why she is concerned that it could happen again.
Whatever they were doing back there in their encampment caught fire and they bailed, and then it just went up in flames in a ball of fire, and then everything started exploding.
Robe didn't want to go on camera, but she managed to capture these pictures of the fire that erupted right behind her home.
And it was super loud and very bright and very hot and very smoky.
She says in the 13 years she has lived there, she's never seen anything like this, but that people do set up camp near the train tracks from time to time. And she is tired of it. She says her family even called code enforcement to take care of the situation weeks ago, but nothing happened.
Mostly just wanting the city to do something about this mess. It's not just behind my house, it's everywhere, and I'm sure there's a lot more residents that are just as frustrated that this is what it turns into when nothing's done.
Code Enforcement Supervisor Charlene Durkin says that since the campers were on railroad property, it is up to the railroad company to remove them. But Durkin says her department is working with the railroad to deal with that situation. Matroka says with so many homeless camps in areas with a lot of dry vegetation, fires like this one are a huge concern. In Chico, I'm Camille Acevedo for Action News Now.